Hello, my gorgeous makeup loving friends. And that being the emphasis, friends. As you might know from the title, this is just a chatty get ready with me where I am using products that were given to me by my friends. So it is essentially a full face of things that my friends have given me. This is of course the final look. So if you want to see what I used and I talk about each of my friends and just how wonderful they are, then this is a video for you. It's pretty positive, it's a little bit rambly, but yeah, just thank you guys so much. Do please keep on watching. I look very pink, but I did just go out and like run around because I'm trying not to be super gross. I have loads of things here because I have far too nice friends. Like, they are ridiculous. So I could actually make this video several times over, which is disturbing in and of itself. But I'm just going to use what I have here so far. And if you're interested in me maybe doing another one, then, you know, let me know. I just put my brushes all over the place. There's no rhyme nor reason. And I just got the Spectrum ones there the other day, so I'm like, I really need to like find a home to put them into. Yeah, so I have this P. Louise base in, was it 0.5 or 02 Rumour, and it's about my skin tone, and this was sent on by my lovely friend Cheryl, who was far too nice. I'm like, what you doing, Cheryl? Stop sending me things, you're too nice. Like, even on all the stuff that Cheryl has sent me alone, I could do like a whole video because she's sent me on some lovely things from like Artitude Cosmetics, from Josh Cosmetics. She sent me on like a Jouer foundation. Like, she's bananas. Like, she's way too nice. And I very much appreciate it. I want to make it very clear that like with my friends, I don't want them to get me gifts. I'm like, this is not a condition of the friendship. You know, I just want you in my life. You don't need to send me things. So, you know, please be aware of that. I just want to hang out with you and annoy you with silly cat memes or whatever it is that we've decided to annoy each other over. I always have so many indentations because of my glasses. I know that a few of you guys who watch, you also wear glasses. So are you similarly afflicted? That sounds like the beginning of a, like, you know, an infomercial. Have you been missold PPI? Have you been injured at work and it wasn't your fault? Does feel a little bit like I was starting off on something like that, doesn't it? Anyways, if you have glasses, do you end up with like essentially a permanent indentation on your nose? I'm not asking how to fix it. I'm just like, I guess this is my life now. Like, this is where I'm at. Like, you know, it is what it is. There we go. I mean, that'll do, won't it? That'll do. I know, such precision. I just put up my video today because I'm filming on a Thursday about my life update. I'm not sure how long I'll keep that up because I say some personal things, because I'm not very bright on thinking about like what I should and shouldn't divulge, but like, it is what it is, you know. But I really do just kind of shove things wherever. Risque, possibly. So this is a PS color grade, so it's from Primark or Pennies, depending upon, you know, where you are in the world. And this was gifted to me by the beautiful MQP. She is just too nice. And I'm just going to use this ABH thing brush, the A26. Look, I'll get there eventually, and I am going to go into this shade here. It just says matte, so it's like there's matte, there's demi mattes, and then there's metallic. So it reminds me a little bit of like the Wet n Wild. You know how they have like the little color gritty type thing. So I'm just going to smoosh it, you know, smooshy. And MQP is an absolute sweetheart. I met her via, and I also met Cheryl via a makeup group that I'm in called Sexy Sausages, which is, of course, if you haven't heard me talk about it, a Patreon group for or run by Make Me Up Nissa, who is actually just such a lovely person, and I count her as a friend now, whether she likes it or not. Soz Nissa, because I know she'll eventually end up watching this. But all of the women and men and people don't wish to gender people incorrectly, Soz. I'll get there eventually. They've just been like so wonderful. Like I'm very lucky to have met them, and MQP has a fabulous little boy called Vincent, aka Vinny, and who is just so smooshable. Like I just can't deal with how cute he is. So every time I see a photo of him, like I actually feel myself melt. Like he is like a little heartbreaker. He is gorgeous, like just smooshable, a proper smooshy. But she is super talented and so good with her like makeup looks. She's called MQP because it's Mary Queen of Purple, and she just does the most beautiful looks. We refer to each other as being like soul sisters because we have similar like aesthetics in terms of the things that we like. She's just a really lovely person. She has a fabulous Instagram page where she puts up like her makeup looks, and I mean she is just excellent. So actually all of these people, like Cheryl, she is also like really great, and she's been stepping out of her comfort zone a lot recently in terms of her makeup. Like, not that I can really talk because I'm not great with makeup, but like I can see how much like she's growing, and she really just has this passion for makeup. So I'm gonna drop their details down below in my description box if you want to follow really lovely people on Instagram that are just nice people. You know, I think that's what the world needs a little bit more of, is just niceness, because you know it can sometimes feel a little bit bleak. I'm still building up on that colour. Like it's not bad, like it works pretty well. And I love that MQP sent me on essentially a purple palette. I mean, it makes sense. She is Mary Queen of Purple after all. But yeah, she's a lovely person, and she's based in Scotland. Just gonna go into this shade here now. Same brush, wiped it off with the colour switch because I'm lazy. And it's so frustrating what with the Rona and all of that, because under any other circumstances I would be over to annoy the hell out of her and just be like, hello, we as friends now, you have to deal with me. But obviously traveling, etc., very limited. Just trying to blend these and just see how it goes. It does look a little bit like I've been punched in the eye. I haven't, everything's fine. Myself and Cece are getting on totes fine. Everything's fine. I have been back at work now for a week. It's all been going pretty well. I had been in the office, but you see the thing is there was like no facilities to like even make yourself tea or get food or whatever. So I kind of talked to my line manager and I was like, there's not really much point in me being physically on site. Like if you need me, I'll come back in, like, you know, because I'm within a very short distance of the college. So I said, you know, other than that, I said, it doesn't really make much sense for me to come in, put myself at risk, and I can't even get things like a cup of tea. Now, if you know me, I am like 90% tea at any given point. Like Missa, I think, really saw that when she came and visited me. I was just like, tea? I mean, I'm also at a point in my life now, I'm just dipping back into that colour every so often because I do have to build it up. I am at that point in my life where years and years ago, I could just drink caffeinated tea up until whatever time and I'd still be able to go to sleep. But I don't know, my body just kind of went, no, Teresa, we are triggered by all sorts, and I now have to make sure that I have decaf tea after about 7 o'clock. So, you know, we were going between our caffeinated tea and our decaf tea, but it was a lot of fun. She's such a sweetheart. But yeah, basically, my argument was like, if I can't even make myself a cup of tea, why am I here? Like, it's going to be harder for me to work because I'd be going through caffeine withdrawals, which I know that's bad. I know, but like, look, it's my life. These are my coping mechanisms, and as coping mechanisms go, they aren't the worst. Still, just trying to get a bit more color on that. Like, it could be a lot worse, you know? Like, I could be just going around and like smacking people or something. I don't know, whatever it is people do in their spare time. I am taking the same brush again, and I'm going into this shade here, which is like a metallic, and I just want to sweep that across as well, just to give a little bit more depth. There we go. Swishy, swishy. But yeah, so long story short, essentially, I kind of went, I work from home now, yes, and my line manager was like, I guess. So that's what I've been doing. So I thought I'd be physically back in the office, but now I'm just working from my house here in Carlow. So there's that. So I don't mind it. It's all okay. But I don't really know what the story is in terms of going back to teaching. So I have such dry skin around my eyes here. So I don't know when it is or how it is that we're going to be teaching. Are we going to have them in classes, or is it all going to be online, or combination? Because we're not really getting like the full tea, which I think I've been watching too many drama channels when I'm saying full tea, but there you go. And if you haven't watched me before, I am quite an anxious personality. And I said that in that way because it's a very vulnerable situation to put yourself in and divulge that you have those particular issues. So that's my little defense mechanism of just being like, oh yes, I'm being silly. Don't take it too seriously. Doing it again. Look, I have the self-awareness. It's fine. But yeah, it's any person with anxiety will tell you that if you're put into a state of uncertainty, that is just like awful. Don't do that to us. It's not nice. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. But I am trying to put it into context to be like, it's not that bad. You're all right. You have all of your legs. The two legs. You have those. It's fine. I'm going into this shade here, which is the metallic. So that one, yeah. And I'm gonna just put it along the brow bone, and hopefully that will help to kind of lighten it up a little bit. It's very murky at the moment, which I don't mind. I like a bit of murk. There we go. Very pinky purpley, which is very MQP, to be fair. To be fair, to be fair, to be fair. I don't know why I said it in that way. Look, I'll get there eventually. It's just a very relaxed sort of a look. I'm not really doing much. So I'm not that I'm done with that, but I have another little, I had to put all of these in the boxes so I didn't forget about them, or not forget about them, but that I had everything with me. So my lovely friend Katrina, or as some people call her, Catriona, Rebecca, I'm looking at you. It's confused me to no end. She got me this beautiful Stila double-ended, which, can we just say, like, I love that it snaps like that. I could play with that for days, and that's ridiculous in and of itself. But she got me this set. It is the mint julep. So one side is like a matte, and then one side is like a glitter. So I'm going to use that to do a little bit of a cutty crease. That is, of course, the technical term. Also, I apologise for my hair. Look, I was out, it was windy. I'm just going to take this little Real Techniques brush because I'm not going to apply it straight on with the doe foot because it just doesn't give me the accuracy and the precision that I necessarily want. I also don't think this will necessarily go together, but like, whatever, it is what it is. Woo! On you pop. There we go. I mean, try not to be jealous of me and my amazeballs makeup skills. Katrina is based in Scotland. She is, oh, like just such a lovely, lovely girl. I will also put her Instagram down below because her makeup skills are bonker balls. She is just, she's so good, and she's the sweetest dog called Willow. Like, I want to smoosh him. I'm so looking forward to when I can travel and I can see her and I can meet Willow and just be like, hello, smooshy dog. I wish to smoosh you. I'm just going to put it on now with the doe foot now that I've kind of mapped it out. So I can be like, yeah, get on my eyelid. I feel a little bit like Poison Ivy-esque because of the green and the purple. Yeah, that makes me happy. I like that. I know this isn't everyone's thing, but like, you know, it is what it is. And then other yeah, Katrina is just such a sweetheart and I'm so looking forward to meeting her. She's just like, even beyond like being a sweetheart, she is so friggin' funny. Like, I love having a chat with her and just hearing her talk about her day or whatever it is that's going on. Like, she's just, I really do love her. Well, I love all the people that I'm talking about here, like obviously. But yeah, she's just such an absolute sweetheart. Like, she's just, yeah, I'm very lucky. I have like some really lovely people in my life. But she was so smart in like getting me this because she knows how I feel about green. So this was the exact reason as to why she did this. And she got me this for my birthday. So, you know, and I've been really enjoying it quite a bit. I usually just use it like by itself, like without putting it down as like a cut crease or anything like that. But I was like, meh, why not? Let's just be extra today. We're with friends. Everything is positive. Everything will be fine. I mean, I love that. So I probably shouldn't like get all weird and make those sort of sounds, but it is what it is. Then the other side then is this glittery bit. So Natch, gonna use that. So don't have to use the brush to do this. I'm just gonna pop that straight on. I mean, you try and tell me that is not beautiful. Try. Yeah, you can't. You know why? Because it is gorgeous. This is like just a very simple pop into Walmart look. You know, Elena? Every time Elena seems to do like a mad look, she's like, I'm going off to Walmart. And I'm like, what? I love her. She's so sassy. I love all the people that I'm talking about today because I will be talking about Elena as well. Are you surprised? I'm going to be talking about friends. I have to talk about Elena. She often says on her channel that we're BFFs, and I'm like, accurate. The only thing that annoys me about her is her geographical location. And actually, I would say this about a lot of the people I'm talking about today because I'm like, they are so lovely and I just wish they were closer to me so I could harass them. I mean, like in a loving way, not in a like, you know, sending them poop or something, you know. Not that I would ever do that. Like, that's such a terrible thing. Who would do that? Anyways, just felt that like that needed a little bit more. There we go. I'm quite content with that. It's beautiful, but then again, like anything steeled generally tends to be a bit ridiculous. So I want to go back into this again. And I'm going to use the ABH A26 again. And I'm going to go into the matte and the demi. So those two there. And just to see if I can kind of blend it, smoosh it a little bit. Just to soften it between the two. Like, I love greens and purples together. Actually, Elena did a look there last night because she sent me on the video. And it was with the XL Pro because she finally got a replacement. and it's a green and purple look, and I'm like, yes. I know she probably didn't do it for me, but I'm like, yeah, that pleases me. This makes me happy. I like that. I think that's coming out well. Oh, so I have started binge watching a show called The Prodigal Son, and I am really enjoying it. Tom Payne is in it, so he played Jesus in The Walking Dead, which, by the way, I'm still not over the fact that they killed off his character. Spoiler alert. I should say spoiler alert before that, but look, that happened ages ago, and if you didn't know about that, it's your own fault. You know, it's not on me, you know. I will accept no responsibility. It's like I'm a proper YouTuber now. I refuse to take accountability for my own actions, you know. It's on you, soz. But he's in it, and so is Martin Sheen, and it's just so friggin' good. I've been really enjoying it, so I've been binge watching that. I have another liner here. It is W7. What shade is it? It is essentially a dupe for Distortion, and this was sent to me by the beautiful Paula, and she has a niece called, and I will pronounce this wrong, Aliyah, I believe, because I kept calling her Aliyah, and she was like, no, it's Aliyah, and I'm like, stars. But Paula is a doll, and I got to meet her recently, and I can't wait to hang out with her again. She's just such a sweetheart. But she sent me on this along with about 5 million other things, because Paula is just too friggin' nice. So I think that's quite a fun sort of a one to go that way. It is such a good dupe for Distortion by Urban Decay heavy metal liner. Like super pigmented. I like that. It's really good. I'm quite happy with that. Not that it's a very detailed eye look, like it is what it is. So this, Jenny sent me on 2 of these. We refer to her as being Princess Jenny. She is like ridiculously talented. Like, I mean, she did this look in our group the other day, which was like Under the Sea, and I'm still just kind of going, how did you do that, you absolute wizard? Yeah, so she sent me on these because she found them in TK Maxx. So I think I'll go with the purple one. But she's just such a sweetheart, and I'm so looking forward to meeting her at some point. This is the Too Faced one. It's in Fairy Queen. It's apparently a peel-off one, and I've been waiting to try it because I left it here. She sent it to me just before lockdown, and yeah, I didn't bring it with me because I thought I wouldn't be gone for that long. Oh, foolish Teresa. Ooh, that's pretty. Bearing in mind, by the way, that I'm dreadful at eyeliner. How does it perform off the green? Not the absolute best, but you know, whatever, it's fine. Sure, people who are better at makeup than me would do better with this. Oh yeah, now it's turning up. There we go. Might have been just whatever angle I was putting it on at. Ooh, that looks nice. I'd say I'd need to give it another little layer, but like, you know, I'm happy with that. I've been sent loads of lashes as well, but I will probably just use the lashes I've been using for the last while, because I don't like opening lashes until like I plan to use them, like outside of a video. Look, I'm not meant to make sense as a person, so I'll probably just use the ones that I've been using for the last while. Just FYI, in case you're like, what's going on there? People have sent me ones, but also I won't put lashes on camera because I will make an absolute fool of myself. Like, this is already stressful enough. Yeah, I mean, that looks cute. I'm going to put another layer on this side. Thank you, Jenny. You are an absolute sweetheart, as per usual. What I'm going to do now is, engage in a lifelong battle with a pair of lashes. I also have mascara that was sent on to me by Franca. Did I put that into the box? And I don't think I'm going to use it yet. And the reason why I'm not going to use it yet is because I have already opened like a mascara, so I'll end up using that. I totally forgot to use my PS Prime and Infuse. Is it too late? No, we'll do it now. So it's coconut oil. It's meant to be infused with coconut oil, which I'm like, is that necessarily good for your skin? Anyway, smells lovely, and I had a bottle sent to me by Paula and also by Anne-Marie, who is another absolute angel. But let's do this. It does smell utterly fantastic. Like, it's annoying. So I'm just gonna go put on some lashes, put on some mascara, and some eyeliner, which my friend Lindsay sent on. She is also incredibly talented with makeup. I'm gonna link her Instagram down below, so do check it out. And I'll put on some primer because I haven't been sent any primer by friends because they know that I'm just like, what is this? Yeah, see you back in a bit. So I used the eyeliner, the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in the shade Ransom. That was given to me by my friend Lindsay. So she is an Irish makeup lover, enthusiast, whatever it is that we want to call it. And she is super, super talented. And yeah, she's just very underrated is my general opinion. I have this Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Foundation in the shade 0.5. This was gifted to me by my beautiful friend Anne-Marie. She is based in Derry. She is just too nice to even put into words. And I'm going to use this Bare Minerals brush, which was gifted to me by Rebecca J.U., reporting for Beauty Duty. I've talked about her a few times on my channel. She is an absolute sweetheart, and she is coming over to visit at some point, and I'm very excited about that. But the foundation itself was given to me by Anne-Marie. Again, I'm hoping to visit her very soon. She is just, she's so lovely, like to a fault that I'm like, woman, stop giving me things. I have to like give out to her, but then she doesn't listen to me, and I'm like, woman. So we're just gonna end up in this battle of just giving each other things, and like not like STDs, but like, you know, like nice things. And I'm like, you don't have to, honestly. And I've said this I don't know how many times to her. I'm like, I just want your friendship. You don't have to give me things. I just want to hang out with you. Just want to talk with you. You're a friggin' sweetheart, because she is. She's just such a lovely person. And this brush that Rebecca gave me, she got it for me for my birthday. It is wonderful. It is so good. Because I go through kind of phases of going between sponges and brushes. And I really think this is one of the best brushes I've ever tried in terms of foundation. It's so good. But Rebecca really knows what she's talking about. She knows all about makeup. She's very, very good. And I love her makeup aesthetic. She's so talented. So talented. And I really enjoy spending time with her. Again, I enjoy spending time with everyone that I've been talking about. And I just wish I had more hours in the day, in the week, in the month, in the year, and the resources to go and see all of these people and hang out with them and just generally be in their company and annoy them. Yeah, that's my general wish. So if anyone would like to make that happen, you know, to extend the days, that would be great. I'd really like that. I have this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this I got one from Paula, and I got one from Anne-Marie. So this is, I don't know whose this was that they sent me on, but it is, I think it was like Fair Rose. Yeah, Fair Rose. So I'm going to pop that on just a tiny bit. I don't have anything to contour with, so I'm going to have to look like the hamster. Like, I mean, I do, but I don't have anything that anybody gifted me. So I'm just going to have to look like the hamster that ate all of the treats. So, you know, that's okay. We'll deal with it. But there we go. I really like this concealer. It's very nice. And like I said, I've kind of been experiencing a bit where like my eyes are weirdly dry. So yeah, Paula and Anne-Marie are both based up in the north of Ireland. So at least they're on my island. Not my island, like I own it. Unless I do. I mean, that'd be great. Am I like Irish royalty? If only. If only. I just like patting in concealer with my finger because I feel it warms it up a bit. I know some people put a bit here, a bit here, a bit here, like it's highlighting things, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I genuinely don't. You will learn nothing from me. Nothing, I tell you. The next thing that I have is this e.l.f. like setting powder. It's the Halo Glow. This was sent on to me by the lovely Izzy. Again, she's put down as like Beauty Reads Books on Instagram, and she's just such a lovely girl. She's based in Scotland, and I know she gets to hang out a lot with Missa and with Kelly, who is another incredibly lovely girl, and I'm proper jealous. Just love to hang out with them. They just are so nice. So I just happened to say in passing that I'd love to try this, and Izzy, being a far too lovely girl, went off and got it and sent it on to me, and I was like, what? That wasn't what I was saying. Like, you didn't have to get it for me. Like, you're far too nice. Like, she really is just such an absolute sweetheart. But like, I should have been going to like Scotland this year on holiday, because I generally would, but obviously it didn't happen because, you know, Rona. But I would have totally gone and seen her. So hopefully the plan is that when we can travel again, I will go up to the UK and to Scotland and annoy these people. This is a brow sketch pencil. It's a PS1, so it's from Primark or Pennies, and this was gifted to me by the lovely MQP, who is just an absolute friggin' sweetheart. So again, it's kind of good because she didn't really, like, she got me a brow product, but like I've said this a few times, I'm not really great with brow products. My very hungry caterpillars are definitely there, so I don't kind of tend to not really do much with them. So this is just like a little pencil, and you're gonna hate me because I just kind of go meh 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 and just vaguely put a little bit of color, and then just try and like just because like it doesn't look as sparse, but I have very thick brows, so I just don't do much with them. Saws, please don't hate me. It is what it is. It was such a good color match for me as well, because like she went for like a dark brown. And this is how I end up breaking so many mirrors. No, it's okay. It's fine. I like this mirror. It's a Real Techniques one. Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Like I said, I have nothing for contour, so it is what it is. I have this big bronzer that was sent on to me by Anne Marie because she's insane and far too nice. So it's a Revolution one, and it's in the shade Cool, so 01. Might be a bit dark for me, but sure, look, whatever, it's fine. Even a ghost needs a little bit of bronze. So let's just, you know, go back and forth. Like, you know, we're a cat deciding whether or not to come inside. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's nice, that blends in well. Do. Like, I'm so looking forward to meeting Anne Marie, and I've kind of told her I'll bring up loads of my makeup when I'm coming to see her, and we'll just hang out and like swatch makeup and play with makeup and watch Hamilton, because her daughter's really into Hamilton as well, Amy, and I'm so looking forward to that, and just meeting her son Ethan as well, and her husband Brendan. So I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. So I just need to be able to travel again, please. Thank you. Like, you know, I just need this pandemic to go. Not like this is a unique thing to me. I know everyone else is struggling with it. I just want to have a little whinge. Anne-Marie also sent on the I Heart Revolution Bronzing Hearts Hot Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer. So it's a lot more glowy. And I just feel like being a bit glowy and hoey, as Elena would say. And this definitely has a lot more warmth to it. Probably the first bronzer was more of like a contoury bronzer. So that kind of worked out, didn't it? Ha ha ha. Yes. Pip pip. Don't know why I did that. Oh well, it is what it is. So that is, I'm quite happy with that. Then the lovely Missa of Make Me Up Missa sent me on this. It's the Kaleidos Lo-Fi Duo Blusher, and it's the like pink one. Yeah, it's like the rose one. So I am just going to go into the matte here because the highlighty shade is very like whoa-pow. So I'm just going to put on the blush first and just really make it look like I've run a marathon, that I'm very red. Put a bit on the nose just to be like, yeah, I'm a human. Not a no vampires here. I am definitely alive. I am not an 18th century ghost, you know. I'm not. Everything's fine. I'll just go blendy blendy. Don't know what I'm doing. And I'm going to do, I mean, the smallest bit of this because it is just, well done, Teresa. It is whoa-pow. But I do love a glowy blush. I love that you can do that you can just dip into it and be like, yeah, on you go. I think that's really pretty. That is pleasing to me. And then the lovely Cheryl sent me on a lovely indie brand called Josh Cosmetics, and this is a pressed highlighter in the shade Tinkerfell, which is such a cute name, and it's quite pinky. She sent me on a few, like I was like, what are you doing, woman? Chill out. You don't need to do this. She's too nice. So I'm going into this as the highlighter. It's very pigmented and it's very wet looking. So just, you know, I'm going in with a very light hand because otherwise I could die. I mean, look at that. Look at that. You tell me that isn't beautiful. You tell me that is not stunning. You can't. You can't, because you would be lying. You would be lying. And we don't like liars here. We don't. So I'm referring to myself as like the royal we. I think I've hung out with cats for too long. Giving myself an inflated sense of importance. That's what's happening. I love this. It's so pretty. Ugh. Yeah, she sent me like a pack of like 6 of them and I was like, what are you doing? Stop it. Buy yourself something nice. Stop buying me nice things. I don't need more nice things. I have loads of nice things. And my friends are clearly friggin' spoiling me. I can't cope. I have this powder here from the lovely Elena. It is an elf pressed powder, and she actually gave it to me when she was over here. So, you know, in addition to having this from her, it's also one of those things that I'm like, I got to physically get when I met her. I'm honestly just so sad that she's in LA, because she's a brilliant person and I love being around her. She's just a bright light. If you for some reason haven't checked out her channel, could you please go subscribe? Could you look at her videos, because she's so good, she's so talented. The makeup looks she does is so intricate and like it blows my mind every single time. And she's over 1,000 subscribers now, and she's so close to monetization. She just needs to up her watch hours. So if you could possibly just go watch some of her videos, I would beyond appreciate it. That's all I have to say on that. She is my lovely parakeet. So I'm going in with this, and it's just like a pressed powder, and I'm just going to swoosh it around and just be like, hide the sins, hide the sins. Don't mind saying that, but like, you know, what else? I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to like applying powder. I just vaguely pat it everywhere and I'm like, that'll do, that'll do, right? Like that looks about correct. It's nice because it's not a firmly pressed powder, but it does just blur quite a few things. So, you know, makes me look a little bit more like airbrushed, but not to the point that you're like, what is that? Ooh, there we go. And we're almost there. I'm gonna put this down now. I have a lipstick that was given to me by my friend Rosie. She has her own channel, Rosie Slater. She is a doll. I love her. And she has 2 pugs, Lola and Peggy, and they are hilarious. She's actually running a giveaway at the moment on her channel, so check her out. I would highly recommend it. She sent me on a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Love Bite for my birthday. It's red. She knows me well. So that is what's going on to my lips. Is it applied perfectly? No, but it'll do. It's a very comfortable formula, like really so comfortable. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy that. So we're essentially at the very last step, and I have a setting spray that was sent on to me by MQP. It is the Technic Magic Mist Illuminating Setting Spray. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm like, oh sweet merciful Zeus, what is this gonna look like? So we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go and we'll hope for the best. Particles everywhere, everywhere. Oh, it does give a nice glow. Ooh, yes, I like that. I'm going to go and just quickly make myself a little bit more presentable, and by that I mean probably like straighten my hair and bring down my fringe so I look like a human again, and then we'll look at the overall look, and that is essentially almost it. So do keep on watching. I want to get my watch hours. The fringe is back and so am I. So this is the overall look. I mean, let's face it, this is such a bold, bright, orangey red lipstick and I am so here for it. I'm going to zoom you in on the eyes because that's sort of where the bulk of the work went into, and you can kind of see what you think of that. I think as well this strangely gives you an idea of like the skin and how good the skin looks. Like, I mean, you try and tell me that doesn't look glowy and fabulous. You try and you'll fail. So this is what the eyes look like. It's super simple. You know, nothing wild or innovative, but I like it, and I love that it is all stuff from Friends. Like, it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So that is it. That is the finished look. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who sent me on things, you know, to use. Like, it wasn't even that I was like, oh, I'm going to do a video to send me on things. People just had sent me these things going along over a couple of months. And I want to thank them for just being so supportive and lovely and just being my friends. Like, I so appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys for sitting and watching my weird ranty rambly videos where, let's face it, I don't say a hell of a lot, but I just do, I really do so appreciate it. Like, it boggles my little mind that somebody is okay with sitting down and watching me just prat about with makeup. I really do appreciate it. But that is it. That is the end of the video. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Doing all those things is really good for the algorithm. You know, it's like having an apple a day. It just keeps it alive. You know, all that jazz. Do please share, because sharing is caring. Unless, of course, it's an STD. In which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. Put on a condom. But that is it. That is the end of the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.